Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we're on a new permission. We've got this permission for a few days, 7 days in total. We've been given permission to be on here for 7 days, just till the grass gets a little bit longer. But yeah, first what we'll do is we'll have a quick look at the Google images, see exactly where we are, and then we'll talk a little bit more. Okay, so this is where we are going to be metal detecting for the next few days. This is our temporary permission, and it is right in the centre, pretty much, of Staveley village. Everything in red there, that whole entire field is our permission. It has been cut, just like the Google image here. It's got a little bit of stubble on it. It's not a lot of a problem. Should be interesting if I kneel down in these shorts, but hey ho. So yeah, we've got this, and we're going to do today this section here. So that's kind of what we're going to be going over in this episode. Hopefully 3 or 4 hours should get all that done. And then maybe in the next few episodes we'll kind of branch out. Now hopefully I'll get this done in 3 or 4 episodes, probably 3 realistically. I'm just worried about the time frame of being able to do it all within 7 days, because I've only realistically got 3 days which I'll be able to go out and do it for. So we'll do this area down the bottom first. Maybe in the next episode we'll do kind of round the edge, and then maybe the last one in the middle. We'll see. We'll see. You never know. It depends on how I find everything today on this this yellow bit here. So yeah, let's get back to the field and let's do some detecting in this bit here. So yeah, it looks a pretty good site, to be fair. I mean, there's a lot of site. There's all this that goes all the way down to the village, and then I've got some other area just over here. This is what we're going to be doing today. In fact, let me just swap this round. Everything behind me here is what we're going to be doing today. Like I said, I've got 7 days to do the site, so it shouldn't be too bad. I'll probably get a good 2 or 3 videos out of it, 2 or 3 trips, depending on what we find. If we find like a small amount, then we'll just knock it all together, make it into one episode. But hopefully, with the size of this site, we should get some decent stuff. So yeah, let's crack on, get some digging, and yeah, I'll see you at the first hole. So here we go, first hole, first decent signal. Let's give it a dig and see what we get. Okay, let's see what I've just found down there. Some of that I probably should leave alone. There's obviously a cable running underneath there. That's what I found. So we don't want to be disturbing that, and kind of to make sense. If we look here, let me just move my camera up. There. So yeah, I'm right next to a telephone line. That would have been interesting to knock out. That's one for my public liability if I'd have done that one. Anyway, next hole. So we just got this hole, and we just pulled up this bit of iron. It's a bit weird actually. It's a perfect circle of bit of iron. Obviously nothing exciting. And maybe we can clean it up a little bit more and see if it's if there's anything interesting on it. Oh well, next hole. Okay, so dug another one, and look what we found. What is that? Okay, it's a bit of iron, so nothing exciting. It's definitely a bit of machinery off something, isn't it? Decent size. Not quite sure what it is. Anyway, next hole. So we've got another one here. It's right in the middle of the clod. Let's break it open. Ah, how exciting. It's a rolled piece of lead. Nothing special, just a rolled bit of lead. Okay, next hole. Okay, got another one. I'm right on it according to the pinpointer. Wow. It's a piece of bar, like from a gate. Yeah, no wonder the signal was so big. Oh well, we don't want any of those. Back to digging. Okay, so we've got our first coin. I don't know if you can just see it there. There it is. Now, I don't think it's anything special, because I can see, yeah, it's a penny. It's a penny, nothing special. But our first coin on the field starts at the lowest denomination, 1 penny. Okay, here we go, first proper coin here. The light is so bright, it's unbelievable. Let me see if I can just drop this down a bit. There we go, that's a bit better. I don't know if you can just see it there. Here we go. It's a fair size to it. Let's have a look and see if I can find out. See, George? It looks like, is it a 5 or 6? I cannot see. Let's have a quick clean up, 2 seconds. I'll tell you what, I can't actually see. It's got a moustache, so I think I can't actually see which one it is. I'm sure it's a moustache on there. Anyway, what we'll do is the back's pretty beat up, you see, so what we'll do is we'll take it back and have a bit more of a clean up on it and see if I can get a decent date from it and find out exactly what it is. So, here's a strange one. Looks like a tube, like a copper tube with a bit on the top. It's a bit weird. No idea what it is, never seen anything like it before. But yeah, don't know, not quite sure. Anyway, we'll clean it up at the end and see if there's anything on it. I don't think there will be, but you never know. Okay, on to the next hole. So we've got another one, a good probably 5 or 6 inches down, and it's a brass. Let's see if I can clean out some of this. Is it copper? I think it's copper. It's got that kind of tarnish on it. It looks like a knob of some kind. It's weird. I don't know if you can focus in on that. That'll focus in on that. So yeah, it's a fair distance down, so it's probably got some age to it. I don't know if it's threaded inside there. I think it might be, you know. Yeah. Anyway, we'll get it back. We'll have a clean up with it and have it a look little better quality than what we've got now. Okay, so dug another hole. I can just see it there. It is a coin. There we go. Not bad. Is it a threepenny bit? I think so. It is a threepenny bit. I can't get anything else from it. See if I can just clean it up a tiny bit. Can't see. Oh no, is it? Yep, 3-piece. Can't get a date off it. Is that 60? Hold on. It looks like a 0. Looks like 1901. I don't think it is. I'll tell you what, we'll get it back to the house, we'll get a bit of a clean up on it, and we'll get an exact date off there. Shouldn't be too hard, but yeah, threepenny bit. Coin's okay so far on this site. Not too bad at all. Okay, so here we go. This is a momentous occasion on this site, because right there we have a ring. It's definitely a ring pull. Ah, yeah, first ring pull. There's not that much rubbish on this site actually. There's lots of little bits of iron and stuff, but not trash. Oh well. Okay, so we've got a decent signal here. It's only a couple of inches. Let's do a live dig.
and see what we've got. Ah, that's interesting. What are these? Just snapped something. There's a few of them. I know exactly what that is. Now, it used to be a joiner, and that is a ruler. That's why it snapped, because all that's wood. Just get the pinpointer out just to be sure. The reason it picked up is a little brass bit on there. Copper brass, whatever it is. Yeah. Yeah, well. Tiny bit of a ruler. Not that bad. There's a joinery shop just down the road, so that's probably where it may have come from. And there's one up there actually. There's another one this way and there's one that way, so there's two of them. You never know. Oh well. Reasonably good find. Okay, so we've got another coin. I don't know if you can see it. It's right there. Right sticking up in the mud. Let's see what we've got. It's another George, and it is the 5th. Georgie the 5th. Hello, sir. I don't know a date on there. I can't see a date. Yep, looks like a George the 5th. Ooh. Hopefully we'll give it a clean up and we'll be able to get a date off it. But another coin, going well. So I just dug this one. I don't know what it is yet, where it is. There we go. Big bit of lead. I don't think there's anything else in there. I don't know if it is lead, you know. Oh yeah, it is. Yeah, I was going to say it's a bit too hard for lead, but no, definitely lead. Well, it's a nice circle. I don't think there's anything on it. We'll just quickly give that a clean up at home just to be sure, but it just looks like a circular lump of lead. Oh, okie dokie. So, just pull that little beauty out. I don't know if you can see that, just the end of the pinpointer, just there. It's another coin, but could be a coin of nothingness. It's very, very... I don't even know if it is an actual coin. I think it is actually. It's just very thin. It's like really, really thin. I mean, in comparison with like the George V ones. Let's have a quick look. Let's grab one of them out. If I can find him. It's a lot smaller and a hell of a lot thinner. So yeah, I'm not quite sure what that is. There's definitely markings on it. You know, I don't even know if that's gonna clean up. That could just be a complete and utter coin of nothingness, unfortunately, but we'll try and clean it up anyway. It's very, very light. Really, really light. Anyway, we'll have a look later, see if we can get something from it, but I'm definitely not holding my hopes up there. So, I've just done kind of maybe a quarter of the field, but just around the edges. So I've done around the edge and then back up again. We found a fair amount really of coins. There's like 4 or 5 coins. That coin of nothingness, which could be anything. But yeah, it's a good start. I mean, all the rubbish I found has just been from the edge, which is kind of makes sense really. So hopefully as we start filling in the field, we should get
some more coins, which would be really, really good, as long as we get coins of something rather than nothingness. But yeah, we'll see. I'm gonna have a drink because it's getting warm now. It's getting really, really warm, which is good, I guess. It's better than rain. But yeah, ground's all right. So we'll keep digging and see what we get.
Anyone lost a lock? Because I've just found one. I think it's a lock. It looks like one. But yeah, I've never found a lock before. Not in the middle. I don't even know if it is a lock, you know. It's a very small thing on the top if it is, and it, you know, I don't know if it is. It looks solid on the back. I just thought with that hole there. Interesting. I'm gonna have to give that a clean up and see what it is, because it doesn't. It looks like a lock. You know, the more I look at it, I don't think it is. Interesting. Anyway, let's get on with it. Now this is an interesting one. Look at that. What is that? It looks like lead. If it is lead, you know that looks like the middle. You know, I thought it was a wire pipe, because it's like loads of tiny little bits of metal inside sticking up. I don't know if this camera's actually focusing on it, that's the problem. It's weird. It's really heavy as well. So yeah, I don't know, maybe we can clean it up later and have a look, but you have no idea. It's a fair size as well. Oh well, we'll have a clean up later and see if we can find out exactly what it is. Now this is very interesting. Look at this. This is really interesting. This is a crown. This is really, really thin, like it should be made of like a canting. It's weird. I have no idea what it is. It's like it's been pressed out or something. It doesn't look like it's come off anything else, that's the thing. It's really thin, like it's like tin or something. It's weird. It's got that patina on it, so I'm not quite sure. I'm going to have to clean that up and see if there's anything else on it, but I don't think there is. But it's definitely like a crown, isn't it? Hopefully in this camera's actually showing what it is. There we go. If we get it into the light, that might actually help you, won't it? That's a weird one, but very interesting. We'll have to give that a proper clean up when we get home and see if we can find out exactly what it is. I'm loving that. I'm glad I dug that. I'm really glad I dug that. It's a bit of a weird signal, but yeah, oh well, we'll carry on. Yeah, I found it already. It's that, isn't it? There's a lot of kind of like furniture wear in this field of some sort. There's a few bits which I haven't put on camera, like kind of rings, as in big metal rings like that. That's quite an ornate little bit of whatever it is. I think I've just snapped that off of her. I think it's like a, I was going to say like a coat hanger, maybe. Not quite sure. Just do a quick check, make sure there's nothing else in the hole. Nah, didn't think so. Yeah, so interesting bit of kit. Not quite sure what it is. Like handlebars for a very small mouse bike. That could be it. Anyway, let's carry on. So we've got another coin. Can you just see it? Just there, just peeking out of the sidewall. Let's pick it up. Now it looks about the size of a penny, so I'm not holding any hope out here at all. It doesn't look like a penny actually. So it looks like it's George on there. I don't know which one. Could be a halfpenny. I mean, it's about the right size to be a halfpenny. I'll just have to take it back, give it a clean. See, it has like something like CR on the side. I don't know. It does look like George. So I can see that kind of moustache there. Is that the fifth? Is that the fifth? George the fifth with moustache? I can never remember. I'm useless with stuff like that. It's in reasonably good condition. Let's take it back and have a look. Well, here we go. This is a first. I've been wanting one of these forever. Here's a spoon. Yeah, an old. It's old. It's about a good 6 inches down. It's really thin, like it's made out of tin or something. But yeah, still a spoon. Oh well. Now, I know I'm going to sound a little bit of a hypocrite considering I don't have any on. But this is kind of a wake-up call for me, really. If I've ever been on the beach detecting or anything like that, I always wear gloves. I always wear gloves. But now, what I've just found is kind of a, yeah, definitely an eye-opener. It's here. I don't know if you can see it. No, it's just out of view, innit? There you go. I'll bring it in. It's in the middle of this clod. It's that. At first, I thought, ooh, a metal spike. It's a bit nasty. And I actually realised what it is. It looks like a scalpel. Well, it's actually even got a name on it. Swan Motton or something. As far as I'm aware, that looks like a scalpel to me, without the blade in it. So I could have quite easily stuck my hand in that, and if there'd been a blade on there, that could have been a trip to the hospital right there. So even though I'm in the middle of a field, in the countryside, yeah, just wear gloves. Simple as that. Just wear gloves just in case. Okay, so last hole, I found this little thing. I thought it was plastic. Honestly, when I picked it up, I thought it was plastic. There isn't. There's some metal in it, and the reason is it's because of that. Look at that. I don't know what hell. I don't know if that's the forward bit's metal, or there's metal inside. Oh yeah, how awesome is that? That's nice and a good one to end on. Anyway, let's. I'm going to get back to my bag, and I'll have a quick chat for you for a second or two. See you in a second.
Okay, so welcome back to the house. We're going to do a roundup here because I got to do everything at the end of the field, and I was just about to do a bit to the camera, and obviously the battery ran out, and when I went into the pack I'd forgotten to charge the second battery, which is very, very stupid of me. So we're going to go through everything here, which kind of makes it a little bit easier to focus, considering 90% of my footage of the items were not in focus when I checked them back, which was extremely annoying. I'm sure it was for you as well. So even now we should be able to see everything a little bit closer. We're going to change up the camera stuff next week for the next episode, sorry. We're going to go with get a nice Hero 6 GoPro, and we're going to work with that anyway. We'll talk about that more. So let's go through the things that I kind of class as throwables in a way. There's no coins or anything like that. But let's start up here. So this is a wire. It definitely is a wire. There's definitely an outage, and then there's loads of copper kind of individual wires on the inside there. I'm not sure exactly what it is, but it's quite clearly a wire. Lock. There's a keyhole. There's the clasp at the top, definitely. This one here, this is quite cool. This ring, I thought it was just a standard metal ring, but this is stone, which is kind of attached to itself there, and there is actually a hole all the way through it. So I don't know if it was kind of a weird bangle or some sort, but it looks a bit too big to be that, but small to be that anyway. Really thin teaspoon. That was our next one. And this is really weird. I still have no idea what this is, but definitely a bit of like pipe work or something. I think this is another one of those, I think. It looks a bit like it. It was found in roughly the same area, so it might as well be, you never know. Mini bike handlebars, just some ornate work. Bit of a ruler, fold out ruler. The bit of copper pipe, I think it is. It's definitely hollow, so excited. Bit of lead. The other bit of metal here, rusty bit. Nothing special about that. The wake up call scalpel, that was another one that we found. Bit of metal, not quite sure what that is. It's being destroyed, and that as well. I'm still trying to figure out what that is. If you know, please let me know in the comments. I'd be really appreciative about that. In fact, I'll just quickly throw a big picture on the screen now of it. So there you go, that's what you can see. If you know what that is, please let me know in the comments. And the next thing is here, this one here. This, I thought was just a standard piece of rubbish lead. I'm going to throw another big picture on the screen of this one, because if you look in the middle, it says builder, and then across the bottom, down here, it says Kendal. And now Kendal is the nearest big town to me from here, so I don't know if it's a cap for something, like a lead cap on the top of something, but yeah, it's definitely an interesting one and definitely something local. And then the final thing we found, which was the Ford badge, which is quite cool. Not quite sure why that is in there, but yeah, Ford badge. Right, let's just quickly jump over to what coins we got. So here we go with the coins. Well, coins in a crown is what I'd rather think. So we'll go with the simple ones. Here we go, of course. Penny, penny and 2p. Nothing exciting about that at all. 2 coins. George V. That one and that one, I can't see a date on them. I can't find the date. The date's been corroded off. But it's, what is it, 1911 to about 36. So either one of those. So they were good. Could be up to about 100 years old, which is pretty cool. It's always nice to find them. Coin of nothingness, which is really annoying. There is nothing on that whatsoever. I've dried it out, checked it, photographed it, zoomed in, you know, all the things. There's nothing on there, unfortunately. We'll put it in some oil and we'll kind of keep our fingers crossed, but I don't expect anything to come of that. Then we've got the sixpence. George VI, 1952, which is quite cool. I've never had one of them before. And then 1939, threepenny bit, George VI, 3 pennies. And then the crown jewel of my find is this crown. So I've done loads of research. I've been trying to find out what the hell it is, whether it's actually something of value, of interest, or it's just a little bit from a toy, a little metal toy. Now it is really thin. It is really thin. In fact, what I'll do is I'll put a big picture of the screen on now, and you can see what I mean. So yeah, it's I just don't know. It's really thin, like it has been pressed into a mold or something like that. But yeah, if you do know or have any idea of what it might be, then please let me know. I'd be really happy about that. Just drop it in the comments. Even if you have an idea, a rough idea of what it might be, leave that in the comments as well. And then hopefully I can actually get a bit of closure on it and find out what the hell it is. So yeah, there we go. that's our coins and crown. So not a bad little find, not a huge amount, but you know, we only did 3.5 hours, so it was nothing amazing. Most of this stuff, most of the coins and everything like that, I found within the like kind of first 10-15 foot of the wall. So, and like I said at the start, I think we will in the next episode do kind of the outside of the field. Obviously we're finding more rubbish in there because it's right next to paths and things like that, so we'll obviously pick up quite a lot more rubbish from the edges. But I think apart from the coin of nothingness, we didn't actually find any coins towards the centre of the field, which is a bit of a pain, but we did find that. So, you know, it's a bit of a trade-off really, which we're more wanting to look for. So what we'll do is we'll definitely do the outsides in the next episode. So there we go, that is another episode done. Thank you so much for everyone that has watched this episode and kind of gone through. I know it's a bit long, it has turned out quite a long episode, so I won't babble on too much because obviously that's not what you want to hear at the end of this episode. So I'd just like to thank everyone that has supported. The Facebook page has gone absolutely mental. We've nearly hit 3,000 people in a couple of weeks, which is a bit weird. We still definitely need to work on the subs on YouTube though, but we will get there slowly. We will honestly get there slowly. So that's brilliant. Absolutely everyone is so thankful for everyone that's been supported me on this channel. It's brilliant. So if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, just give that subscribe button a push. It helps me. I need to get to 1,000 subs before I can actually monetize my channel and get a certain amount of views, minutes and everything like that. But we'll worry about that down the line. For now, just thank you so much for watching, guys. Hit that subscribe button and I'll see you for the next episode.